Facebook ads has just rolled out the new Andromeda update, and everyone online in e-commerce is panicking. Everyone's ad account is not converting, and the gurus online are still telling you to lock in, make more creatives, and keep pushing out more content. But honestly, that does not matter if the system itself is broken. Now, I'm going to show you exactly what I have been doing on the side to generate over $500,000 on a different marketing platform called Bing, where I spent $249,000 to make back almost $600,000. As you can see here, I spent $249,000 to generate $574,000. I'll do a quick refresh so you can see that it is real. As you can see here, it started off spending $5,000 to get 8, 13,000 to do 40, 6,000 to do 27,000, upwards of 45,000 to do 100,000, 69,000 to do almost 200,000, and 60,000 to do 122,000, and so on. So this strategy does work, and these are high intent customers, not customers that are scrolling through their feed and then you slap your product right in front of them hoping that they convert. And if you stick around for the full video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can do the same and you can implement this exact strategy within your brand this week without using Facebook ads. First, let's talk about why Facebook ads is not the best high intent platform to get customers. One is all of the customers on the platform are scrolling through brain rot material, and then you're putting your product in front of their face when they're cold, right? It's hard to acquire a customer when they don't know who you are, if your product even solves their problem, or if they even have a problem to begin with. So what you're doing is you're putting your product on their feed, hoping that you can warm them up and persuade them down your funnel into buying your product. This means that you're paying to educate the customer, warm them up, and then hope down the line that they do convert. As you know, with iOS 14, they were able to mask all the tracking on the back end. So you don't really know how to read your data anymore. You don't know which campaign or which ad or ad group converted this customer. So you don't really know where to put your budgeting towards. And obviously, like I mentioned, with the update breaking targeting right now, even with broad targeting or the gurus telling you to make more ads, it is still a broken system, and they are implementing new updates as well. But right now, it is not working. So it does not matter how many ads you put out there, it is a broken system. And as you all know, ad costs are continuing to go up, especially on Facebook ads. It's one of the most expensive platforms to put your ad dollars into every single year. With that being said, here is why search ads are different, right? People searching online already know they have a problem. They're looking for a solution, and these are high intent customers that are actively typing online looking for a product. And if you have a good offer to put in front of their face, they're going to side with you. They've already done their research online. They're looking for a product that is going to solve that. This means you skip the entire warm-up phase. You don't have to educate them and teach them about the product or the problem that they have. They already know they have the problem. They just need to find the right product. So if you can show up with the right offer and the right product and build trust, letting them know that you're a real brand, you're gonna convert a lot higher than you would on Facebook ads. Facebook ads can give you around a 1 to 2% conversion rate, while Google or search or Bing can give you upwards of 3 to 4% on average. Here is why I have been using Bing over Google for the past year or so. One, the CPCs are around 30 to 60% cheaper than Google. Almost zero competition. Not enough people are using Bing ads, which means you have less competition. You also have older, higher income demographics. So you're getting these higher intent customers that are older and that have more money. Even if you do use Google, it is good to import your Google campaign into Bing so that we can get a wider net of the audiences that are out there. So you're using the same keywords, the same search terms as you would in Google, but for cheaper. I'm going to show you how to get started with Bing ads so that you can implement the same strategy that I use for your business, so that way you can overcome this Andromeda update. The first step you want to do is you want to go to Microsoft Advertising and you want to build your account. You just got to do this by signing up with your email, create a password, and you're ready to go. Another thing is they have a $500 credit when you spend $250 on their platform. Once you create your account, you're going to be in the dashboards, and the first thing that you want to do, similar to when you're on Facebook ads, is track your data. So you want to set up your UET tag. So if you go up here, you can search UET, select your industry. You can enable Microsoft Clarity. It's like Hotjar or Lucky Orange. You can see your customers live as they're on your website. So it's a great way to debug to see where people are dropping off in your funnel so that you can make those changes to increase your conversion rate. Click Save and Next. Select the platform that you are currently working with. In this case, we will select Shopify. And it walks you through how to set up the tag. It's just going into your Shopify account and then going to customer events, Name your pixel name, like your brand or UET tag. Select marketing and analytics. Copy this full tag and paste it in there. One quick thing I want to mention, which is actually affecting your ad accounts more than you may think. They recently rolled out how your data is optimized. If all of your data is going through Facebook without the right optimization, it's actually going to affect how your conversion rate is. If you have this set within your customer events to always on, you're actually sending bad traffic towards Facebook. As you know, there's a lot of bot traffic on Facebook, Google, even Bing. So if you have this set to always on, the pixel itself is picking up the bot traffic as well and optimizing for that. Shopify rolled out a new intelligence, which is optimized, which is recommended. And I do recommend you turn this on because this means that the data that's being sent to Facebook or that's being sent to Google has been optimized and they consented into their information being sent over to that platform. So I do recommend that you do use optimize rather than always on. Now, once you have your UET tag connected to your Shopify account, you'll want to start off by creating your campaign. Like I mentioned before, you can actually import your Google campaign inside of Bing. So if you have a shopping campaign or a search campaign, you can import that by clicking the down arrow here and then clicking import from Google Ads and even Pinterest ads. I'll show you how to start from scratch if you don't have any of those platforms. You just want to click create. We have different options here for optimization. Our goal is to drive conversions. This is going to be a search campaign. You can also do sell products, which is similar to Google Merchant Center. You can sell through shopping campaigns. You can also generate leads. If you have a service or you have a coaching offer, any type of offer that you want to collect leads through, you'll want to generate leads. But in this case, we're going to drive conversions. Next, we have the option to do performance max, audience ads, search ads, and lodging. We're going to do search ads. And then similar to Google, you'll want to put in your landing page here, and then you'll want to name the campaign like test or first campaign, whatever your preference is. And then down in locations, you'll want to put in your location that you want to market to. So in my case, most of my brands I launch for the United States only. And you don't want people that are searching or actively interested in your location. You actually want people that are in your targeted location. So you want to switch this to people in your targeted locations. English, save and go to the next. Just like Google Ads, it's pretty similar. You have broad search, phrase search, and exact match. If you know anything about Google, you have quotes for phrase match, and then if you have a keyword without any of these symbols, then it's just a broad search. So what you want to do is put in your keywords here. So if you're selling hair products, you would want to put in quotes, hair products, or the broad search of just hair products. And then here, you'll want to put in your final URL. So when somebody clicks on your ad on Bing, where is this taking them to? I always recommend for this step that you have them land on a product page. They're not landing on a home page and then going to a product page and then going to checkout, rather landing on the product page and then going straight to checkout. It's more seamless and it increases your conversion rate. Next, you want to put in your headlines here. So I can put in #1 headphones and then $20 off today only. And then for the last one, we could do free shipping and 45-day risk-free trial. Next is your description. So you'll want to create a description to put down below here that explains more about your products, your guarantees, builds trust, maybe review. You want to have a product image. It's recommended that you don't have a lot of text overlay or a lot of information, but it's more of like a white background with your product on there. That is what Bing is optimized for, similar to Google. And then once you have that, you just want to click save and go to the next step. And then next you have your assets. You can have shop now extensions. You can have price extensions. So if you have a lot of products, you can show your different pricings. You can also do a promotion. So if you have an Easter sale, a holiday sale, you can put that in there with the deadline. And then the most important is your site links. What you want to put in the site link is any other information that you want to put underneath your search, so that people can see that. Once you get all that set up, click on save and go to next step. Here we have our bid strategy. You can do enhanced CPC, which is enhanced cost per click. This is where you can adjust your bids to get more conversions and bid against your competitors. You can also do maximize clicks. This is where the system or the algorithm automates your bidding strategy. If it sees a higher intent customer, it's going to bid higher to get that customer. If it's a low intent, it's going to bid lower. You also have maximize conversion value, target impression share. So when I first start a campaign, typically I do enhanced cost per click, and I'll show you exactly how to find what your competitors are bidding so that you know what to bid. For now, I recommend just putting this at 70 cents per click. and we can change that once we do a little bit of research on what our competitors are doing. And then I recommend for the first 1 to 2 weeks, setting your budget very low, like $25 to $30, so it can build up some signals within your campaign. So that way you're not just throwing a lot of money at something while it's building and while it's learning. Go to advanced settings, ad schedule, start at 8 a.m. all the way to midnight. You want the ad viewer's time zone, right? And then once you're done, just click save and then go to next step. And then it's gonna run you through a quick review of everything. And then once you're done, just click go live. Now to do the research, go over to Keyword Planner. This is similar to Google Ads. You can check the different keywords that people are ranking for. So you'll wanna put in your product terms here. For mine, it would be headphones. I can put in Bluetooth headphones, and then we'll get suggestions down here. And usually I like to filter it out by the most monthly searches. So as you can see, headphones is one of the top, and then we can see the suggested bid is 69 cents. So if my campaign was marketing for headphones, we put our CPC at 70 cents. We could leave it at that because it's around 69 cents. Now, if I'm JBL and I want people to find my brand when they're searching for JBL, I would increase my bid so that nobody can outbid me, because we don't want other competitors outbidding us for our own branded products. If you're bidding for your own branded keywords, I recommend outbidding everybody within that niche so that when they are actively searching for your business, you are the first one that's showing up. You can see all the suggested bids, and you can see all the impressions every single month that these searches are getting. And that's pretty much all that's to it. It's not very difficult to get started, but just getting a search campaign out there, you're already outcompeting most of the people inside your industry. With all the Andromeda updates going on and all the bugs, this is the time to now implement into new platforms like Bing, Pinterest, Google, any other platform out there that you can start getting some traffic from. Now, if you're running a brand or you're thinking of getting started but you just don't know where to start, I do have a one-on-one mentorship, and I'll leave it in the link down below. I can help audit your store and see how we can best get you out of where you're currently at. If you're getting started, I can show you the exact rope that I would focus on in order to get started without having all these issues and all these problems down the line. And if this video helped you, drop a like, leave a comment. It helps more people find this video. And honestly, we need more people to know about Bing ads because it's really an untapped platform that nobody's talking about. But I hope you found some value from this video, and I will see you in the next one.